Tales of Arise is an incredible game. I really hope we get another mainline Tales of game in the not-too-distant future. Hey, Shion. How you doing, girl? This is a really nice-looking area, isn't it? How nice of Volron to build it all just for us to, you know, beat him up and then steal it from him, essentially. Oh, this is where we tried to do all the things and the stuff with the Master Cores, and everything fell apart. Good times, good times.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renans, right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renans actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are you...
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Things are getting prickly with Shion again. Her and her thorns and whatnot.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance.
Arietta, thank you for subbing to Tier 1 for 20 months on a 20-month streak. Greatly appreciated. I did first try Volaron. Yes, I did. I'm a gamer. Something of a gamer myself. Took a lot of items, but we did it.
Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Just kiss already! Wildcat, thanks for subbing with Prime for 26 months. Greatly appreciated. How's it going, brother? Pelegion level 3, here we come. I still hate that it's called Pelegion, or however they pronounced it, even though it has an I-O-N at the end. I want to say Pelegion, like, every time. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. I could actually probably just fast travel, couldn't I? No, it appears that I can't. I think it's turned off most fast travels. Yeah, alright, we gotta go the long way. Long way it is. There might be cutscenes or skits or whatnot we need. Or the game just, the devs are like, hey, we really want you to take in how pretty Del Forest is. Boy howdy, did they do some great work on this area. Very pretty. The Renaissance. Up.
Guess I misread the landing.
No, we nailed that, brother. It's actually not that far of a run because we got to make that jump. Man, remembering this place was loaded with people that we had to murder? What a time. What a time. Do. Open up. The Saxleo Temple. Who names these places? It's got to be one of the most fun parts of being like one of the people that works on the Tales of games. Whoever gets to be in charge of making up words. It's got to be a blast. Oh look, we have a very nice little setup in here now. That will come into play for a side quest later, I think. We murdered a lot of people, we're monstrous. Well, you know, they were trying to kill us, so it was self-defense. Yo, it's my boy Dohalim?
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Or at any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
Thank goodness we still have the fire sword game mechanic. It'd be very lame to lose it. Imagine they just got rid of the fire sword mechanic entirely at this point in the game. That'd be wild. Also, I don't think I mentioned it earlier because we were in the middle of cutscenes, but someone in chat earlier said that apparently a lot of people thought the music from Tales of Arise wasn't that good when the game first came out, and as usual, people on the internet are buffoons. The music in this game is phenomenal. It's fantastic. Great game. Great music.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with.
Is it the fact that he's a harem protagonist and needs a haircut? Is that his problem?
I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
All right, that makes sense.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
All right, I think I found the source of the problem.
Wait, if you're not eating them, Then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
Did that just say companion has rejoined?
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
It's, you know, it's rough. Rough position for everyone around.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate?
But tempting fate is fun, Rinwell.
Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Dahnans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about.
It's just one thing after another. Salty mood? Oh boy.
Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from, Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
She, as always, is the team mom, and we love her for it. Kisara, best girl. There's still yeah, eventually we should really find a way to get rid of these giant puddles of death, you know? Just saying. Report back to the client? I have a side quest to report? There's a side quest I need to report? We haven't been able to do side quests ever since we got to Ganatheros, so, or ever since we went to Almadria's ship, actually. Wait, you know what? We probably need to go talk to a person in the Ganatheros, that one city, I can't remember the name of it, where we first landed. After the ship capsized, we got a side quest from there, actually, but we haven't been able to explore, basically. How many more hours?
Through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Don't interrupt me.
You've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
How many more hours do you think the playthrough has? I'm hoping around 30. Give or take. What is it? I'm gonna date this video hard for whenever it goes live on YouTube. This is October 18th that I'm streaming this right now, right before Spider-Man 2 comes out. You know what? I probably need to go this way, actually. Hoping to have the playthrough. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it all uploaded to YouTube in time, but I should be able to finish the Twitch playthrough part, at least, before the DLC drops on the 9th. That's my hope. Fingers crossed. I was actually looking the other day, and hey, we found the people. In my original playthrough, I think we fought Volaron just a little bit after part 100. And this video, when it gets to YouTube, should be like part 90-something, 94 or something. So I'm playing a little bit faster than I did the first time I played, which makes sense because, you know, I know how to play the game now as opposed to the first time I was playing it. But the original playthrough was...
Think about eating soon.
Don't interrupt me. Stop doing
Not
that.
all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
Don't mess with Shion when she's hungry. But the original playthrough, I think, was about 240 parts. We should be getting to part 100 with today's stream. And I'm at least like 10 videos ahead compared to the original playthrough. So by that math, assume we have 120 videos on YouTube worth to go through. So like 40 more hours, give or take. We essentially have gotten to the halfway point of the game. At least... in terms of main story, we're a good bit past halfway, but if you try and do all the side quests and everything, which I want to do, then we're halfway. So, you know. Hi there.
Very well.
All right, you're clear. You can leave.
Well,
Huh. Somehow I'm both surprised and not surprised to see them here.
Hey,
So you're the guys hoarding all the rations.
Pardon me.
What are you doing? Get back to your position. Excuse me? I'll only say it one more time. Get back to your position. What is this guy's deal? Any slaves who disobey orders must be put to death. So says Lord Volron. Oh, we're fighting to the death now.
What the hell?
But did you multiply?
Do these guys not realize who we are?
doesn't seem that way. You must think we're just Dahnans from the town.
whatever's going on, these are Bull-Run soldiers. Watch yourself.
Yeah, they're still purple boys. Purple boys, very dangerous to deal with. Hi, I'm here now. Get down. Oh, buddy, it is a bad day to be you, let me tell you. Come on. Come on, Shion, help me, help me. Get this combo. Perfect. Goodbye.
Say no more.
Nailed it. All right, bud, you're next to die. Sorry. Except not actually. Please, please, please. Nah, I wasn't fast enough. Nah, we got him. We got him. Yo, what was that move, though, Halim? That was clean.
Now, Kisara, go for it! Prepare to crumble.
So it wasn't a Dahnan stockpiling the rations, it was some of Volaron's soldiers hiding out inside his castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether to be relieved or freaked out about it.
Hey,
What are you guys trying to accomplish? Are you out trying to get vengeance for Volaron? What's going on here? Something's weird about all this. Are you men aware that Lord Volaron is no longer around?
You don't say.
These soldiers seem to think only of the orders that were given to them. Their mind is completely blank otherwise, just like the Dahnans here. Looking back on it, I did feel like those soldiers we fought here before were mindless. If that's true, then they haven't been hiding out here? They've just been going about their business as usual? I guess so. Everyone here was Volaron's slave, both Dahnans and Renans alike. That's the kind of realm he was running.
Well...
But that doesn't explain why all heck didn't break loose with these guys once Volaron was gone, like we've seen elsewhere. A month has passed since Volaron vanished. It's entirely possible things may be starting to crumble at the fringes. But the fact that they haven't... I can't read. But the fact that they haven't to any degree has allowed these soldiers to carry on as though it were business as usual. Whatever the reason, we can't just let these guys keep walking around. We should bring them into the barracks for the time being. I agree, but I don't know if they're gonna come quietly. Ahem. Listen to me carefully, men. I am Lord Dohalim Ilkaris. I have an order for you. Lord Dohalim? But sir, we serve...
Well?
Lord Volaron has left this realm and is no longer its ruler. Therefore, in accordance with Renan law, you all must pledge your allegiance to me. Yo, can we have a bunch of Volaron's purple dudes just walking around with us doing our fights for us now?
how?
So, you expect us to serve you now, my lord? If you respect the Renan rule of law, then yes, that is precisely correct. Of course we shall follow your orders, Lord Dohalim.
Oh, wow!
Holy crap, I can't believe that worked!
So then,
This should suffice for the time being. Let's bring these men into the barracks and then speak with Gagne once more.